So what's going on with Austin Matthews, Joe?
Well, he's feeling good.
Okay.
He had a concussion. We kind of suspected he might. Yeah, he had the back issue before,
Right.
but looks like he's going to be okay, which is good.
Good.
Wow. Keep your fingers crossed, folks, but it looks like Austin Matthews could be back in the Leafs lineup when they face the Rangers tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden. Matthews took part in full practice with his teammates for the first time in almost 2 weeks. Despite missing 9 games this season, the reigning Calder Trophy winner still leads the team in points with 26 in 26 games. And as many suspected, it turns out that upper body injury Matthews suffered was in fact a concussion. He'll be a game-time decision, but it looks pretty good.
I think it's just talking with the training staff. I mean, no decision is going to be made till tomorrow, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I feel good out there on the ice. Obviously, just trying to get my legs back and everything. So I never like missing games, and to kind of back-to-back injuries like that where you miss time, it sucks. So obviously, the main thing is to be healthy, and that's my main concern, and obviously the training staff and everybody else's.
We don't want to force someone back from something like that, and something happened again, especially over this break. So we have the right people that's going to make sure that he's okay, and I mean, we all know he wants to play, and he's going to make sure that he does everything in his power to play.
Flyers hitting 3 points out of a playoff spot when they pulled into Buffalo. Kyle Okposo back to Josh Georges. His blast tipped by Evander Kane, his 15th of the season. Jack Eichel finds the empty net. He had 2 of those. 13 goals overall. Sabres slipped past Philly 4-2. The Habs were 6 points out of a wild card spot when they hooked up with the Flames in Calgary. Alex Galchenyuk back to Jordy Ben at the point. His wrister redirected by Byron Froese, the former Leaf. Habs win it 3-2. The Wild and the Panthers were getting it on in Sunrise, Florida. Jonathan Huberdeau leads the rush. Check out the toe drag. Goes to the backhand. Lovely. Keith Yandel turns, fires off a skate. Finished by Connor Brickley. Cats claw the Wild 3-2. Canada will take the ice against Finland on Boxing Day in their opener at the World Junior Championships in Buffalo. That Canadian club has been looking fine so far. Tonight, a pre-tournament day with Switzerland in Hamilton. Canada rush. Josh Mahura spots Jordan Kyrou in front of the Swiss net. Kyrou taps that in. This Canuck team is quick. Sam Steele circles the net spots Dylan Dubé, just back from injury, who picks the corner, his first of 2. Just wrapping up a power play. Drake Batherson finds Jake Bean in the slot. Quick release. Bingo, just in case there was any doubt. Cale Clegg caps a nice rush with this. Canadians cruise past the Swiss 8-1. ECHL, Brampton Beast at Wheeling. Brandon McLean from the sideboards. Feeds in front for Nathan Todd. Lovely redirect, his first of 2. Brandon Marino moves in for the point, goes to the backhand. Marcus Hoigberg was huge, 4 saves. Beast bought the Nailers 3-1. The roster has been set for the Canadian Women's Olympic Team, a veteran-laden club that includes 14 players who were part of that gold medal win of the U.S. 4 years ago in Sochi. The Canadians recently won 4 of 5 games against the Americans in an exhibition series leading up to Pyeongchang. The Rat Pack will be chasing their 6th straight win when the Philadelphia 76ers drop by the hangar tomorrow, 5 o'clock start on TSN2. Last night, DeMar DeRozan went off for 6 of 7 from three-point range on his way to a 45-point effort as the Raps came from behind to bear the Sixers 114-109. Today, Double D put on a Santa Claus suit for his annual trip to the hospital for sick kids. DeMar and the Raptor handed out toys for the kids, and he also dropped off a check for $10,000. This guy is a class act. He loves T.O., and the feeling is certainly mutual. Tonight, Knicks and Pistons at Detroit, both part of a 4-way tie for 5th spot in the East. Pistons pumping early. Reggie Jackson tosses it up to Andre Drummond for the alley-oop. Kristaps Porzingis jacks it up for 3 of his 8 game-high 29. Coming up right here, here's Kristaps. That kid is pretty good, 29 points tonight. But Tobias Harris was feeling it from downtown. He had 24. Pistons win 104-101. Toronto FC's first-round Champions League matchup is all set. The Reds will face the Colorado Rapids in Denver on February 20th, and the return match goes 1 week later, Tuesday, February 27th at Beanamo Field. It's going to be chilly, folks, but it wasn't exactly piping hot when they captured the MLS Championship earlier this month. Down to my second last day here at CTV Toronto, and I'm hoping fans will continue to support our local athletes. And of course, I can't leave without saying goodbye to all my old pugilistic pals, some of whom I used to spar with when I first landed here in the Big Smoke. I've had the great pleasure to cover the likes of Billy the Kid Irwin, Remo DiCarlo, Willie Featherstone, Roddy McDonald, Sean O'Sullivan, Donovan Boucher, Steve Molitor, Lennox Lewis, and so many others. Title fights in Vegas, Tony Unitas, Benny D'Amico, Vince Bagnato, Irv Ungerman, Buddy Lee Chisholm. Had the chance to spend time with heavyweight legend George Chuvalo, Spider Jones, all the promoters and fans. It's been a heck of a ride, and it's great to see a new boxing commission in the Ontario. Finally has one. Sport finally seems to be making a comeback. There's nothing quite like this week's signs, folks. The purest sport there is. And finally, here's tonight's blast from the past.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. What else do you want me to say?
It's time for Joe
And kids, excellent sports adventure!
This has really changed my life.
Michael Schumacher comes out of the turn and look out!
What a spin!
Not as good as this one. Or this one. Mika Hakkinen. Whoa! This guy's car is falling apart.
Here comes a piece!
Let's go to the hit parade.
The goal line stuff of the week.
Shane Conlon on Harvey Williams. Oh! Jim Kelly to Andre Reed. Yes! No!
The crowd goes wild.
Take a look at this.
The cockroach races.
Quick Little Devils.
That'll make your hair stand on end.
Until next week, keep your helmet on, Ted.
Later, Joe. Whoa!
Wow.
All right, so tomorrow is your last newscast, but
6 o'clock.
tonight is your last late newscast. So we couldn't let you go without a look back at your 33 plus years here at CTV.
Time for the sports now. Here's Joe Tilley.
McDonald scored midway through the first period. Well, as we mentioned earlier, and I won the Canadian Media B-Flight title at Rocky Crest this week. At some point in the fight, I think he's going to become overconfident. He's going to plant his feet, trade punches, will land the big right hand, and the fight will be all over. Thanks, Joe. Sports coming up.
Oh boy, eh? How time flies.
Yeah, I just want to say it has been a joy to work with you. You know, your sportscasts are so fun to watch.
Yeah.
We are certainly going to miss you, and I wish you all the best in retirement.
I'm going to miss you guys. This is hard. It's it's been a good run.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Joe, you walk in every day, you bring that positive energy, you bring that infectious smile. Your love for sports, I mean, you bring it every night with authority. But sports is truly your second love, because anybody that knows you knows your family is your first love, and you're going to be able to spend more time with them. We like to think we're your extended family, and we are going to miss you dearly, but we wish you nothing but the best. It's been an honor to share this desk with you. Continue good luck.
The honor's been mine, guys, really has. But 33 and a half years has been a good run.
Yeah.
I know I fooled them for a long time. But I guess it finally got up. Yeah.
We're going to miss you, Joe.
Thanks, guys.
We're back in a moment.